everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Welcome to all my subscribers. I love you guys. Welcome to anyone who is new. I appreciate you stopping by. Today is a really fun video. It is a tag video started by the beautiful Miss Manahil over at Perfume Realm. Her channel is listed below. Please go check her out. She is a wonderful perfume reviewer. So this tag is to go through my perfume collection and come up with the 10 most unique perfumes that I have. And this was a lot of fun because I have some kind of weird perfumes. Some of them are a little bit challenging because the notes are a little bit different from the norm. Some of them I love because they're so different, and some of them I really can't wear that much because they're a little bit more unique than your normal perfume, so to speak. So to start with, there is one that I loved immediately, and this is called Saturday by Arielle Shoshana. And the notes in this one are passion fruit, grapefruit, rhubarb, saffron, suede, cardamom, magnolia, sandalwood, and vanilla. And this is a blind buy, and I actually read the notes and knew that I was going to love this. And it smelled exactly like what I had envisioned that it would smell like. It is so pretty, and I'm trying to like wean myself off of blind buys, but this one is in a little like online boutique. There is an actual store, but it's difficult to just like get to this store. It's not out in places to test. So all that said, this is a blind buy that went really well. This is such a unique fragrance, and for me, anytime I see like notes of cardamom or saffron, I feel like it's going to add like a really nice twist. And there's rhubarb in here also. And I have learned to really enjoy and love rhubarb as a result of, for me, Delina by Parfum de Marly. That is really the first encounter that I'm aware of in terms of having rhubarb in a fragrance, and I love it. Like, I love the sour twist that it gives to a fragrance, and with the contrast of the cardamom, the vanilla, the suede, it works really well, and I love this one. So this is Saturday by Arielle Shoshana. Next, I have one that some of us have. This is Amethyst by Lalique, and the notes in here are nutmeg, blackberry, currant, rose pepper, ylang ylang, peony, bourbon, vanilla, and musk. This one is very different. It's herbal, it's a little medicinal, it is not sweet, and that's interesting because bourbon vanilla is listed as a note, but I don't smell that in here at all. It's comforting, it's cozy, it's very different, and for me, it is an acquired taste, and I learn to enjoy it as it starts to dry down. It's kind of difficult for me and kind of almost a little bit off-putting when I first put it on because there's a lot going on with this one, and I'm trying to figure out what it is I'm smelling. But that said, it is definitely cozy and comforting in the dry down, and one of my wonderful subscribers absolutely loves this perfume. Is one that she wears when she wants to feel cozy, and I get that. I definitely understand that in the dry down. It is beautiful and really comforting. So this is very different but really nice. Amethyst by Lalique. Next, I have one that I want to say this is discontinued, but I do know there are some places you can get this. This is Mira Bai by Chopard, and the notes in this one are black currant, plum, peach, bergamot, rosewood, sandalwood, amber, vanilla, and cedar. And it's interesting that there are so many fruits up front with this one because it smells dry and spicy when it's first sprayed to me. And it's not until a couple of hours have kind of gone by that I'm really getting all the fruits that are in this perfume. So this is one that starts off very differently than how it ends up, but it is very different. The set of notes in this are very unique, but it makes for a really nice perfume. So this is Mira Bai by Chopard. Next, I have one, and this is by Swiss Arabian, and a lot of their fragrances can be a little bit challenging, and they're all very unique because of their notes. They use oud in a good number of their perfume oils, not all, but this is one that they didn't use oud in this one, but it's still really challenging. And this one has rosemary, palm leaf, lotus, orange blossom, iris, jasmine, ylang ylang, and rose. And the name of this one is Hayfa. And it was the latter notes that caused me to purchase this, but the rosemary and palm leaf, they just don't go away. They stay, and they're kind of, they just throw me off. It's a little bit off-putting because the palm leaf is super strong and it just smells very herbal, like a sweet herb. And that is not what I'm looking to like wear like all day, because it's not that pleasant when I get a sniff of it. So this is one that I don't wear that much. It's actually an oil, really beautiful bottle, but I just can't, I can't do the rosemary in this one. So it's definitely unique, but a little bit challenging for me. Hayfa. Whoop. All right, next we have one that is extremely unique and it is so beautiful. This is Scarlett Larkspur by Ineke, and she is an indie perfumer. And the notes in this one are claret wine, nutmeg, saffron, tonka bean, bourbon, vanilla, orange, blood orange, currant, and cherry. And I've never had a perfume that had claret wine in it. That's just very different. But I don't smell that when I smell this. Everything is blended together so well, because I was walking through Anthropology some years ago and they had all the perfumes in this collection. It's the Floral Curiosities collection that this one comes from, and picked this one up and wanted it immediately. It is so beautiful. But it's not sold too many places. I'm sure she still has it on her website. But yeah, Scarlett Larkspur has some really different and unique notes, but they all really work really well together. Very beautiful perfume. All right, got a few more over here. This one is a recent acquisition, Neroli Blanc Intense. And the notes in this one are jasmine, orange blossom, bergamot, Sicilian bergamot, mandarin orange, cedar, vanilla rose, musk, and sandalwood. And the reason this is so different from me is because I have a couple of Neroli perfumes and they can't match this one. This one is so refined and so beautiful, and it's kind of dark. It's a little bit heavy but sweet, and it comes off like just a sweet orange vanilla, but a very refined, not too foody, but just really sweet and beautiful. So this is different for me because I'm not used to Nerolis being this intense or complex with its notes, but this is so beautiful. And I love the bottle also. Yeah, Neroli Blanc Intense, a really pretty Neroli based fragrance. Couple more over here, well, 4 more over here. This one is Gold Rush by A Dozen Roses, and a few years ago they had a whole collection of rose based perfumes, and each one had some really different notes in them, and this one was one of the sweeter ones, so I gravitated toward this one. Chocolate, blackberry, and amber. And I was a little hesitant at first because I'm not a chocolate perfume lover, because chocolate can come off really bitter and I'm not a fan of it. But the blackberry and amber and the rose, the base of this is rose, it works together so well. And it kind of smells like one of the Victor and Rolf perfumes, or like La Vie Belle, a little bit like that, the sweet and the amber. No patchouli, interestingly enough. It kind of smells like that way, but I think it's the amber. But I'm rambling. The point is, this is really well done. The chocolate and blackberry together are very different, but it works well, and I really like this one. So yeah, Gold Rush by A Dozen Roses, and really gorgeous artwork of a bottle right here, really pretty. So the next one I have is one that I just absolutely love. This is Aphrodisia by Alkemia. She is an indie perfumer. She's on Etsy, but she has her own website. This is so beautiful. This is one of my very favorite perfumes, but very different. There is frankincense in here, bourbon vanilla, some Middle Eastern spices, some saffron. I always say that this smells like the inside of a Lush store. If you've ever been to the Lush bath store, it is so beautiful. A little bit earthy, a little bit sweet, just gorgeous. And I say to myself, if I had to run out of here in an emergency, like, this is the perfume that I'm getting. I'm gonna get Yoki and I'm gonna get this perfume. then I'm good, because I'd always be thinking about this. It is so, so pretty. So yeah, Aphrodisia by Alkemia, really, really unique. I got two more rounding things up. This is Arboretum by Library of Flowers. They've been around for quite a while, have a lot of really beautiful fragrances, but Arboretum is by far my favorite. And the notes in this one are cardamom, ylang ylang, and amber. Cardamom just does something so wonderful to this fragrance. I love cardamom and saffron. Like, those kind of spices to me just really amp up a fragrance and give it like this really beautiful exotic twist. I just love it. So Library of Flowers, Arboretum, kind of powdery, a little bit sweet, just comforting and beautiful. I absolutely love this one by Library of Flowers. And rounding things up, this is Jahir Al Sheila by Swiss Arabian. This one is very unique. The notes in this one, you have jasmine, oud, Indian rose, patchouli, iris, and for me, each one of those notes on its own is like a powerhouse. So to combine them, it can be a little bit overwhelming, intense beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I have worn this on my skin and it was a little bit much, so now I spray it in the air and kind of walk into it. It smells like one of the most regal, beautiful perfumes in its dry down, but you have to adjust to it because it's very potent up front. So yeah, Jahir Al Sheila, very, very unique, but definitely worth the wait, and the dry down is so, so beautiful. Really, really beautiful bottle also. So those are my top 10 most unique fragrances. Thank you again, Manahil, for an awesome tag. Thank you all so much for hanging in there and watching, and let me know of any unique fragrances that you have, you know, one or two, because I'm just always interested to know about perfumes that have just really different notes from your typical florals or even the gourmands, just things that are a little bit different. So again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.